Today it's about what is the best lunch for you to lose 20 pounds of weight. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. This is what I'm doing to lose 20 pounds, and I wanted to share my experience with you. And it's Bible Diet approved. Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Reeder from the biblicalnutritionist.com, and I'm on mission to keep you on mission. God has a purpose for you, and I'm here to help you finish that purpose well. Well, today it's about the Bible diet, yes, but it's about what is the best lunch for the Bible diet. And so that's what I'm going to share with you. And what I call this is our Power 5 salad. So today I'm going to share with you what is the Power 5 salad benefits, what are the ingredients, how to prep it ahead of time, and why it works with the Bible diet. All of this wrapped up in a really good video. Now, here's a bonus for you. I have put together all of the teaching notes for the breakfast to help you lose 20 pounds, the lunch to help you lose 20 pounds, and the dinner. I put this all together in a packet. I put in my teachings about the Bible diet, and this is a free download for you. So be sure and grab this download because I want you to experience the Bible diet and just fall in love with it like I have and enjoy it the rest of your life. You're on mission, and I want to keep you on mission with the best health possible. Now, let's get started with our Power 5 salad. Let's start with what are the benefits of this Power 5 salad. Number one is it's healthy. It's extremely healthy for you. And when we eat the foods that God called good, according to our 3 principles, our body knows what to do with it. There's no complaining. There's no back talk. It's all good. So it's very healthy for you, all ages. All ages will enjoy this salad. Number 2, it's easy to make. That is so important when you have a busy lifestyle. So yes, it's easy to make. It totally promotes health and healing. No matter what you're going through, this salad can be taken to the hospital, given to someone who's dealing with issues. It can be served on the road. You can take this while you're traveling. This is a healthy meal that you can take with you. It feeds the body well. It's quick to fix. It's delicious. It's nutrient dense. It never gets old, and it boosts your metabolism, and it fits all healthy plans that you may be following. So no matter what health plan you're following, this is going to work. Now, also, as I already shared with you, it's antioxidant loaded. That means you're going to fight free radicals, which means you're fighting aging, you're fighting your telomeres shortening, you're improving your microbiome. When you improve your microbiome, you're balancing everything. This is not going to spike your sugars. This is going to keep you balanced. This is high fiber. And if you desire, it can be high protein. Those are 2 key factors that we all should be paying attention to. And eating these foods that have lots of vitamin C, that means it's collagen rich. See all the different colors on my counter? Beta carotene. So you've got all the vitamins, vitamins A, vitamin C, vitamin D. We got protein. We got all the essential protein nutrients. We have all of this all wrapped up in a Power 5 salad. So the health benefits, I could talk for hours, but that's a quick synopsis. Let's move on to the ingredients. So what you're going to see in your handout is I have 4 different categories of ingredients. So the first category is going to be our vegetables, and that needs to be the base of your salad. So as you can see, I've already shredded up some purple cabbage. You could do any of the cabbages, whether it's Napa cabbage, green cabbage, purple cabbage. I mean, there's an entire family of cabbages. Try to experiment with new ones. Any of your greens, whether it's arugula or kale or spinach or actually, I brought from my garden. I went ahead and cut off some beet greens to show you that. That would even count as your greens for your salad. You know, your arugula, your kale, spinach, just go through the produce aisle or your backyard. Yeah, and get the dandelion greens out of your backyard too. Don't spray them, just eat them. And make that your greens.
Struggling with cravings, fatigue, or confusion about your health? You're not alone. But you don't have to stay stuck. Get the free Bible Health ebook and discover 7 powerful steps to real, lasting transformation God's way. Break emotional eating. Learn what truly satisfies. Align your health with God's truth. This is your breakthrough. Get your free Bible Health ebook now on the website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com. It's time to take the first step toward vibrant health, both physically and spiritually.
Beyond that, we have celery. Now, this time I grabbed the organic celery that had a ton of green leaves because these are more nutritious than actually the stem. Now, the stem is still good for you, but we really want to look for celery with the most leaves possible. And so I've chopped up my celery. I've got tomatoes. I've got green onions. I've got purple onions. We've got broccoli. We've got Brussels sprouts. I prefer my Brussels sprouts just shredded. I put everything in the shredder. It's my Vitamix shredder. It makes short work of everything because, as you can see, there's a lot of food here. And you may say, oh, yeah, I'm not doing all that. It actually was really good. You just put a good movie on, chop, 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 blend, 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 and you're ready to go and start assembling your meals. So I put my Brussels sprouts in the shredder and it comes out nice and fine. And it's so delicious that way for me. I've got cucumbers, I've got my carrots, my multicolored carrots, and then I also have my regular shredded carrots. Now, here's an item. You may think, oh, another kind of carrot. No, this is sweet potatoes, raw, shredded. I know this is like the bomb. When I do the Treasures of Healthy Living class and in the leader guide, I tell the leaders, hey, when you teach this class, make sure you add this because I always do a food test and say, hey, can you tell me what's what? And some people who are good foodies will tell me, oh, that's a sweet potato. But most people see it orange and they just write down on their paper it's carrots. And then what I really like to do is to trick them and get a white sweet potato. And then they don't know what it is because we eat by what we see. And so people are confused. But yeah, that's a shredded raw sweet potato. Another food that I have here is shredded beets. Now, these are raw beets, so I just peel it, chop off the ends, and then shred the beets. Again, this is why I use a really good powered food processor. And so I've got my peppers here. That's pretty much what I have on display, but there's no limit. Look at the list I have in your download and see all of the different vegetables that are an option. Actually, any vegetable is an option. So your first category of food is going to be your vegetables. Your second category of food is going to be your fruits. So there's no limit. Any fruit can count. I don't do watermelon because it just doesn't store well on a salad. But think about it. So we've got some biblical foods. I've got some dates. I could chop them up. I've got some pomegranate arils. They're not quite as beautifully colored as I like because they're from the freezer section. And in the freezer section, they kind of lose their bright color. But I mean, I've got blueberries, oranges, strawberries, raspberries, apples, avocados. I've got the whole list ready for you on that download. And so these are the second section. The third section is going to be our nuts and seeds. So we're needing protein in our salad. So we can get protein. Almost every food has protein, but most people are like, okay, yeah, but I want a real good hit of protein. Well, that's fine. So we can do beans, we can do legumes. So I've got my lentils here, cooked up here, ready to go. I've got my chickpeas. You could do any bean whatsoever. So you can do your chickpeas, you can do black beans, any bean you want. And then this also would include like your chia seeds if you want to sprinkle that on. Here's my mixture of all three seeds, which is your flax, your hemp, and your chia seeds all together in one. And so that's an option. And so any of your nuts, so like pecans, walnuts, almonds, cashews, all of your nuts, again, protein, fiber, and these are good oils. The next category is going to be your protein. So I cooked a chicken for my husband for a holiday and I made his barbecue. I made my own barbecue sauce, but I saved out some of the chicken for myself and just kept it plain, no spices, no flavorings at all. So I can just use some of this when I make my salads. And then other good proteins, like the best protein is always going to be your hard-boiled eggs, excellent choice. And if you ever have leftover scrambled eggs, put it aside for your Power 5 salads because actually scrambled eggs are really good on a salad. And then the last category is your spices, your herbs, and your seasonings. And so I went out to my garden, which you could just get at the grocery store. So my cilantro, I was like, what's that carrot doing in my spices? And it's like, oh no, my cilantro is bolting. So I have some cilantro, I have some parsley. I didn't chop the thyme or the mint, but you get the point. But oh, I love it when these are fresh out of the garden. The smell and the aroma is so strong. And so this is our last ingredient. Now, but I also wanted to show you this. Now, this is a spice I got from Artza in their last box. It's the Genesis box. And it's for challah coating. So just topping the top of your challah bread, sprinkling or on any bread. The seasonings in it include sesame seeds, brown sesame seeds, white sesame seeds, black sesame seeds, garlic, onions, rosemary, thyme, salt, hyssop, black cumin, flax seeds, oregano, dehydrated garlic, and savory. It's like, whoa, that's like the greatest herb collection ever. So I'll put a link to this also in that packet that I want you to sign up for, and just take it. And then if you have a good jar that you can use, you can buy these ball lids that become a sprinkle. So you just sprinkle right through the lid like that. And these are so handy for the tops. Okay, so that's the ingredients. Now, how are you going to prep it? So think about, how are you going to take your lunch? So I found this adorable, this is so cute. I mean, I like pink anyway. So this strap kind of holds it together. And I've got several different options here I want to show you on how you could make your own lunch to go. So the top section is just 2 different sections there. Then it has this little fork and knife. And that way you'll know if anyone's taken your silverware. It's like, nuh-uh, it's pink, that's mine. So, and then you have a bottom dish. So I could use the combination of both the bottom and the top to make my salad and to store it until I'm ready to eat it. And then nice band, it sits together really well, but then the band obviously will keep it together even better. So this is going to be great when we travel. And so that's one option.
Are you ready to have more fun in life and not be plagued with sickness and tiredness? At the Reclaim Retreat, we see transformations happen as soon as you arrive at this anointed place, a sacred space where God is at work and you can truly rest in His presence. Join a community of like-minded individuals ready to reclaim their health, their joy, and their God-given purpose. Come be refreshed, be renewed, be transformed. Spots are limited. Save yours today. Register now at biblicalwellnessretreat.com and reclaim what God has already promised you.
So you can buy these as a set of 5, and they come with a really nice lid to just pop on top. I'm sure you've seen different lunch options. And so let's just go ahead and let's put together 3 meals so you can see how we do it. So number 1 is we want some greens. So the goal is Power 5 salad. I'm to make my salad with 5 ingredients. And so that could be 1, 2, or 3 different greens. I'm just going to pack them in there because I want a lot. So there's my greens. Okay, so that's this category, but I can pick more than one food out of category number 1. But my goal is to have 5 ingredients on my salad and to every day make it different. All right, so I'm going to put some Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put some carrots in my bowl. I'm going to keep my fruits separate. So I've got carrots. So I'm already up to 3 ingredients. You definitely want some onions in your diet every day. So I'm going to put that in there. Peppers, because I love the beta carotene and these are organic. And then I want to pick my protein to make sure I save a lot of room in my bowl for that. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the chickpeas. And we're not so much into measuring the ingredients. If you were to measure it, because one of the diet plans that you're following, it would be about 1/4 of a cup. But if you're not on a specific plan for measuring, then just don't worry about it. All right, and then I put that in my fruit sections, so I'm going to move this over on top of it. It's not about being perfect. It's about having fun in the kitchen. All right, so my fruit for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do the blueberries. And I am in a phase where I'm not doing any salad dressings. I'm letting the food be the flavor to my salads. And I am amazed at the flavor of the foods. If I wanted a salad dressing, I would just put a little bit of olive oil on it. Now, mind you, I don't have every food option out here. Okay, so I already have, so I've got peppers, I've got onions, I've got carrots, I've got blueberries. I have at least 5. So my goal is to have at least 5 ingredients. and make sure I have a good quantity of protein. And then you would just put your lid on, and there we have lunch. And I didn't mention that you could also do wild rice, especially black wild rice. That is excellent for your meals. So already I have one meal. Let's go ahead and make another one. This time I'm going to start with my protein. I'm going to put some chicken in my dish here. And if you are weighing your protein, you want a minimum of 4 ounces for a good healthy meal. So you want a minimum of 4 ounces, and you really have to pack it in there to get it all in there, because 4 ounces is actually a lot. If you have a scale and you want to weigh it, as I said, we don't really weigh things, but some of the plans that you may be following, you have to have 4 ounces. All right, so I've got my protein. I'm going to go ahead and add some purple cabbage. All right, I'm going to add some carrots on top of that. I'm going to add some beets to this as well. Now this is going to be my really pretty day. So already I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients, and we call it a power 5 on purpose. So then I'm going to add a fruit on top of this. And so I'm going to go ahead and just put some strawberries. You're kind of on a red theme for this one. So I'm just going to put them in here. And yeah, and you may think, oh, that's a really strange combination. That's the fun of it. You get to just figure out for yourself what are the flavors that are going to be best for you. All right, there's lunch number 2. Let's make one more lunch. So again, I've got 2 lunches already. They're not at all the same. Now for this lunch, I'm going to go ahead and take some hard-boiled eggs, and I'm just going to go ahead and chop it up. So a good diet's going to have 2 hard-boiled eggs in a meal. If you're a man or you want extra protein, then go ahead and do 3. So protein is necessary for your cell membranes. It's necessary for your muscle strength. Hormones have to have good protein, but hormones also have to have good fats. I talk about this in the Treasures of Health Nutrition Manual. I go over hormones in that book, so you might want to get a copy of that. Now, what's something I haven't used? I haven't used any of my broccoli yet, so that's number 2. Get some broccoli in there. I haven't used my cucumbers, so I'll put some of my cucumbers in there. And then, so I've got 3 already, 3 ingredients. I always want some onions. And here's some I'm going to put my onions on my eggs because it'll flavor up those eggs while it's waiting for me to eat it. Here's the thing, always have cruciferous. So your cruciferous is going to be Brussels sprouts, your broccoli, your kale. Cabbage is a cruciferous. Okay, so that's a few of them I have on the table. All right, so to this, I'm going to go ahead, let's see, what else haven't I used yet? I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of lentils in here because just mine are a little bit saucy, so that's going to help be a good blend for this. It's going to make kind of a sauce. Oh, and I haven't been doing my seeds, so I can go ahead and put some of my seeds on my salad. And then I could use a good fruit. So a fruit, let's see, I could go ahead and use my dates. Because one, I always like the reminder of the Bible diet and everything that God's given us that He called good, had waiting for them in the promised land. He chose those foods very specifically. Make sure you don't have a seed in there. Because of all of their nutritional value and because each one of them points to a significant element in the story of Christ. Okay, so I already got 5, but I've got room. So let's go ahead and fill this up. So I'm going to add some green onions, even though I have some red onions, but some green onions would be good. And I'll put in a couple tomatoes. So I'm a little bit over my number 5. So 5 is the minimum. And there I have another salad. Now, another option. So I shared with you the cute pink section, but then if you have a salad and you're thinking, Annette, I'm a lot hungrier than you, this salad bowl would be even better. So you could just go ahead and put a lot of greens in it, really pack it in, and make a really good lunch with it. I could put some celery on top of that because you may be saying, Annette, your salads are way too tiny. I need more food than that. I totally get it, because all of this is going to help you stay satisfied longer and not gain any weight. So I love beets, especially I like them cooked and raw. So I'm gonna add some beets to this. And for some of you, you're like, okay, that's already looking better because you have more food on it. So I get it. And we'll go ahead and add some chicken to this. break that all up. Okay, and so then pick a fruit. We'll go ahead. We've got our, I have some pomegranates here, but they're not real. They came out of the freezers. They're not looking real pretty. And there I have my Power 5 salad. So this is a really healthy serving, but it's not too bad of a serving. You could still eat this much and lose 20 pounds. And so it does give you another tray. You could put other things up on top and you get your own little fork. I love how they're putting all these kits together and just kind of close that up. And you are ready to travel with a delicious Power 5 salad. So here's the goal for this. Whether you're doing keto, whether you're doing any of the other diets out there, there's so many to follow. The bottom line is let the Bible diet be the diet that you apply to whatever plan you're following. So the Bible diet is 3 principles. Dr. Rex Russell is the one who penned these principles, and he gave me permission to use them in all of my teaching. So number 1 is eat the foods God called good. Number 2, eat it as close to the way he designed it. And number 3, don't let any food become your God. Well, I don't think any of you are going to be addicted to any food that's on my table right here. And then we need to be at a good, healthy weight because so many diseases are manifested because of being overweight. So just pray about that. It's like, okay, Lord, what weight should I be? And so the journey I'm on is to lose another 20 pounds. I lost the first 60 pounds many years ago just by eating God's foods and getting rid of all processed. No counting calories. We just did it. It was just happened. I didn't have to worry about it. But now it's like, okay, Annette, you've been comfortable too long. Let's take it to the final notch. And so this is why I wanted to show you what I'm doing so you can do it also and get the same benefits. But I don't want you to be overwhelmed. I want you to enjoy the process. And when you see all these vibrant colors on the table, and none of them have artificial coloring, it's real colors from a real God who loves you amazingly. Then you can see his love just wrapped up in these foods. But food can't love you back. I didn't mean to go there. Food cannot love you. God loves you, but food can't love you. So food is food. Food nourishes. Food satisfies, but food can't hug you. Okay? So anyway, so I really want you to try this. Be sure and get the download. It's free. I put the breakfast, lunches, and dinners all together in one free download. Added in my teachings about the Bible diet so you can have the starting point to get started. I want you to be healthy. I want you to be strong. And I want you to always give God the glory for what you are doing. He loves you. He's called you by name. And he knew you from the moment you were born. And he has a purpose for your life exactly the way you were created. Thanks for letting me share with you the Bible diet. We also have a Bible diet collection. You can check that out too. But most importantly, let me welcome you into the Biblical Nutritionist family. Be sure and hit like, subscribe, and the bell so we can stay connected. And let me ask you, who are 3 people that you can share this video with? Or show this video in front of your Bible study group or have a foodie night. Everyone brings some of the ingredients. You all make your lunches for the week and really understand what fellowship is about. And then do what they say in Acts. It says, he went walking and leaping and praising God. That's how we should be living our day. Thanks for watching.
Struggling with cravings, fatigue, or confusion about your health? You're not alone. But you don't have to stay stuck. Get the free Bible Health ebook and discover 7 powerful steps to real, lasting transformation God's way. Break emotional eating. Learn what truly satisfies. Align your health with God's truth. This is your breakthrough. Get your free Bible Health ebook now on the website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com. It's time to take the first step toward vibrant health, both physically and spiritually.
Are you ready to have more fun in life and not be plagued with sickness and tiredness? At the Reclaim Retreat, we see transformations happen as soon as you arrive at this anointed place, a sacred space where God is at work and you can truly rest in his presence. Join a community of like-minded individuals ready to reclaim their health, their joy, and their God-given purpose. Come be refreshed, be renewed, be transformed. Spots are limited. Save yours today. Register now at biblicalwellnessretreat.com and reclaim what God has already promised you.